So obviously it's summertime right now, and that kind of just got me thinking to set the camera down and make this video, because last summer my life was completely different than it is this summer. Last summer I was trying to, hang out with friends, party, drink, do all the stuff that the average kid in college at a college age would want to do. And then now this summer, obviously, I have a Lambo, I do this, I do that, I'm building my business. And I'm kind of making this video to explain to you guys what exactly I do and how just recently we helped another kid change his life, and now this summer is going to be nothing like his summer last summer because he got into the business model, we helped him out, and now he just made a lot of money very quickly, obviously. And the thing is, with changing the trajectory of your life, it really isn't as much about the money, it's more about the mindset. Money's going to come as long as you're doing the things that it takes to get money to come to you. Money will flow towards you as long as you're doing the things to make money come to you, because it's really not hard to attract money. Money comes as long as you're doing the things that you need to do for money to come. Now, most people, and by that I mean like 98% of people, don't understand what things you have to do to make money come to you. And it really is not as hard as most of you think. I'm assuming a lot of you watching this are probably younger like myself, and the one thing that you really need to do is just pick a skill, learn that skill, and go all in on that one skill. Where you get wrong and where you start taking yourself down the wrong path is when you start doing a skill and you don't see results instantly, or you don't see growth instantly, and you're like, okay, maybe it's the skill. Maybe the skill is the issue. So let me see this skill on TikTok. For example, let's say a skill that's popular right now, freelance brand scaling. All you guys know what that is. So let's say you're doing something, it's not going well, you've been doing it for like a few months, you're not seeing any crazy results. Now I'm gonna hop to the next thing because everybody's talking about it and clearly I can make a lot of money from it. And that is where so many people go wrong, because you're doing something and you're on the right path, but then you see somebody doing better and you're like, oh wait, maybe it's the skill issue. It's not me, it's what I'm doing. And that's just the biggest misconception, and that's exactly what you need to not do. What you really need to understand is your growth, your income, all of that is fully dependent on you. And that's why the best thing you can do is invest in yourself. Because let's get something straight. If you invest money in the stock market or crypto or all these other things, you have no control of the markets. You can't control if your money's gonna go up or if your money's gonna go down, okay? Like, that's just very, very simple. But if you're investing in yourself, the money that you're investing is fully dependent on you. You control the results, you control how much money you make from your investment, and it's as simple as that. And when I learned that when I invest in myself is when I'm actually gonna see results, because then I'm investing into myself and doing what I say I'm gonna do and getting the results I say I'm gonna get. That's when I started to see real results, and that's when I actually started to do well with my business. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, we've helped someone kind of change the trajectory of their summer through our business model. And what is our business model? This business model is contract flips. I guarantee most of you watching this video have never even heard of it. Pretty much what we're doing is we're in real estate, the best industry to be in. That's what everybody wants to be in. Your favorite creators, they want to put money in real estate. Everybody wants to be in real estate. It's the best place to park your money. Everybody needs a house. It makes the most millionaires every single year. Blah, blah, blah. I can go on and on about why real estate's the best, but let me explain to you how you can get into real estate without having a bunch of capital up front, because everybody thinks, oh, I have to have so much money up front to get into real estate. Not true. Or a lot of people think I have to have licensing, I have to go to school. You can get into real estate with this business model that I'm about to tell you without any licensing, without a lot of capital, and without even being in the same state as the properties you are doing the contract flipping on. So you can do this business fully virtually from anywhere without having a bunch of capital up front and without having any licensing behind you. You don't need any of that. You simply need your phone, a laptop, or a desktop, and then a little bit of capital to start, but not a lot. Like, I'm talking very, very minimal amounts of capital. Now let's get into how I helped this kid make $13,000 in under 45 days through contract flipping. And now, guys, the contract he flipped, he got a property under contract in Chicago, and he lives in New Jersey. So clearly you can see there's pretty much no correlation there. And this kid's also 18 years old. So if any of you guys have any doubts of you having to do this, it's very easy. You can definitely do it. You just need to lock in, focus, and actually put the time and effort in, because the time and effort you put in are the results you are going to get out. Okay, now so let's get into what he did and how he saw the success. So pretty much what he did the first few weeks, he fully learned the business of contract flipping. And by this, he was calling sellers, practicing talking to sellers. He was practicing underwriting properties to learn the evaluation of properties and learn how much he can actually offer people for these properties for him to make his profit on the property when he flips that contract to a buyer, as well as he was just learning everything there. How to talk to people, how to handle objections, how to convince people to get their property under contract with him and not go with on the market solutions, all of this different type of stuff. He was learning the entire business model A to Z in the first few weeks. Every single day he was spending 5 to 6 hours a day grinding it out. Do you need to spend that much time? No. You can start off by spending 2 to 3 hours a day, but he wanted quick results and he wanted to give this his all, so he was spending 5 5 to 6 hours a day going all in on this. Then from there, once he learned the business, me and my partner Dylan, we put him on a strategy that is the best way to close deals right now with the lowest amount of spend. We got him going on SMS marketing, and guys, pretty much what SMS marketing is you're cold outreaching to homeowners, asking them if they're interested in selling. When one of them replies, yes, we're interested in selling, you then mark them as a lead. You put them as a lead in your pipeline, and then you follow up with them. So once you have a lead, someone that says, yes, I'm interested in selling, you're then going to call them on the phone and you're going to ask them questions about the property so you know how much you can offer for that property. And no, let me say this right now, no, you guys are never actually buying the property. You're simply getting it under contract and then assigning the contract to a buyer. The buyer's buying the property, you're making the money in between. But as I was saying, once someone says, yes, I'm interested in selling to your cold outreach, you're then going to mark them as a lead. Once you have them marked as a lead, you are going to call them. When you call them, you are going to ask them, what are they asking for the property? They're going to give you a number. From there, you're then going to ask them, what's the bed, bath, square footage of the property? Very basic stuff. We need to know how many beds it is, how many baths it is, how many square feet it is, so then we can actually know what type of properties we're comparing it to give us an accurate price to offer them for that property with us to still make a profit. Pretty much just going to go through a call with them and ask them everything about the condition of the property so we know how much we can offer them. This gets into the end of the call with them, which is the most important part of calling a lead. After you gather all the information of what state of condition the property is in, all of that, you are then going to ask them at the end of the call, what is their motivation to sell this property? Motivation is the most important part of this call because the motivation is what is going to get somebody to want to sell you their property and get cash in their pocket quickly. Because what we are doing is we are being a solution for people's needs. So let's say the person you're talking to, they had a family member pass and they need to get rid of his property soon. You're going to offer them cash for the property and tell them you can have that cash in their pocket in 30 days. And then once you get that property under contract with them, flip that contract to the buyer. The buyer obviously pays for the property and gets cash in their pocket, and we do it in under 30 days. Because what we are doing is we are being a quick cash solution for people that are motivated to sell their home and they need a solution to get out of that property quickly. Now that could be things like a family member passing, they could just be a tired landlord, they're sick of their tenants, they just want out of the property, or it could be something like they have a lot of money that they owe on the property and they really just want to get out of it and they're trying to move. It could be a million different things. But what we're looking for is some type of motivation for why somebody wants to sell their property quickly and just get out of it. And all we are doing is being a solution to them. That's all we're doing. And that's exactly what this client of mine did, which I'm telling you about, that did the deal in Chicago, made $13,000 to start off his summer, which is absolutely crazy. And guys, he's a client in me and Dylan's full one-to-one mentorship program where we work with you fully one-to-one. It's a 90-day program. We guarantee you to close a deal in 90 days. And guys, the reason this program does so well and we get so many good results is because we're the only program that actually does full one-to-one. You don't talk to anybody else except me and Dylan. Every single week, you have private one-to-one calls with me and Dylan. You have me and Dylan's personal numbers, 24/7 questions. And guys, let me just tell you, I mean, it's a crazy offer. So if you're serious about getting into wholesale real estate and contract flipping, this is the best way you can get into it. You have guys that are doing well with the business that are giving you complete sauce, and you have their personal connect 24/7 one-to-one calls. We literally help you build a wholesale business as if we're building one ourselves. But now let's get into the details of what he did to close this deal and how much money he made, blah, 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 blah from there. So guys, I'm gonna pop the information up on the screen of how much he got this property locked up for because it makes it a lot easier than me showing you. I have it on my phone, but I'm just gonna pop it up because it'll make it easier. So he got this property under contract for $5,000, meaning the person that's selling the property is getting $5,000. Then from there, we flipped this contract to a buyer and the assignee purchase price, $18,000. I'll pop it up right here. I have it on my phone, but I'll pop it up right here. Obviously, you guys can do the math. He got the property under contract for $5,000. We assigned it to the buyer for $18,000. That leaves a $13,000 spread in between, and that is how much our client took home from that deal. And guys, it is absolutely crazy because a lot of people don't even know this business model exists, and real estate is the best business to get into. So if you can make money while learning real estate, as well as building all the skills of real estate, you're gonna be set for life. It's just really how it is. If you're closing deals, let's say you're closing one deal a month on the low end, you're making $15,000 to $20,000 on average every single month while you're building connections in real estate, while you're learning all the skills of real estate, while you're learning how to go through real estate transactions. You're learning everything and setting yourself up for a very, very good life. Because guys, then from there, you're making a lot of money, you're building capital while learning all these skills at once. Because then you guys are building up capital, you're learning all the skills you need to know about real estate. And then when things happen in the future where the real estate market goes down and you have a great buying opportunity, you know what properties to buy, you have the capital to buy them, and that is how you're gonna set yourself up for generational wealth. Guys, this was kind of just a quick video. I'm about to go get lunch, but I just want to tell you guys about this client of ours who just made all this money and now is fully changing the trajectory of his life. Because last summer he spent it, like I said, like how I was, kind of going out, doing stuff, having fun. Now this summer he's fully locked in, just made $13,000 in under 45 days of starting the business model. And you guys need to understand that you can do this too. If you guys want to apply to work with me and Dylan, and you want to work one-to-one with us like our client is right here, as well as guys, me and Dylan are doing something very crazy to help help you guys out and give you so much free sauce to get into this business model that we have never done before. So this Monday, June 9th, me and Dylan are hosting a full free class. It's gonna be like an hour and a half. I have it linked down below. It's a webinar, completely free, guys. You are joining for completely free. You pay nothing. And you guys can come to that on Monday. Me and Dylan are gonna run you guys through the entire business model, how to get started, everything in depth. So if this is something that interests you guys can come check out that free webinar. Me and Dylan are really just trying to help you guys out, give you guys a bunch of free sauce on that. So if you guys wanna be there, I'll have that link down below too. But guys, what I want you to get out of this video is just please understand, pick one skill. Don't get shiny object syndrome. Don't go skill hopping. Don't think that it's the skill. It's not the skill that's the issue. It's not the business model that's the issue. It really is you. And you gotta realize that. And if you're not doing well, you gotta understand that it's your fault. So take all that advice I just gave you and just go all in on something. Lock in this summer. Don't be stupid. Don't waste time. And that's how you're gonna change your life. And hopefully you guys gained something from this video. I really kind of just want to give out some knowledge because I saw my client's results. I mean, what he did in under 45 days is absolutely crazy, getting into his business model. And now he's just setting himself up for success. And I want you guys to understand that you can do that too, especially in this business and whatever business you want to do well in. You just got to lock in, focus, don't skill hop, and just actually really try it. If you guys want to do what we do and you guys want to apply to work with us, like I said, there's a link down below, as well as that free webinar on Monday, June 9th. Be there, guys. It's going to be a bunch of free sauce. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Hopefully you guys gain something out of this. Peace.